in the worst scenario, let's say if power goes up like 3 days after. So are you planning on having 3 days supplies and then just figure out how everything else is gonna go? Or are you wanting to plan first in all the things that, what do I have in my fridge? What is there that I first of all, clean your fridge. So you have more flexibility in moving things around and shifting things. We get a lot of little jars, containers, jellies, things like that, that we just keep in our refrigerator. We can probably remove those if we're just going to actually start putting certain meats or certain, let's say, I would not say lettuce, I would just really just start going with canned foods for a while, because what happens is that all these perishable foods, if we don't really use them within those 3 or 4 days and we don't have any power, they're gonna start going bad, right? So then it all depends how your family is. If they're pro-life, let's just do it, let's just eat what we have. Or if you have picky eaters, because at this time we cannot really accommodate them. They have to learn how to survive these type of situations. And in that sense, I would actually just really check what's in my fridge, first of all. Keep the things that are unopened, that are perishable, just keep them in there. Make a list of what you have. Make a list of what you're gonna make with that. Always get canned beans. That's a great protein source. Just get a chicken, just get your fruits with really low syrup, things that they're gonna give you energy, but they're not gonna like spike your sugar levels, and then you're just gonna be kind of tired, because if there's no power, let's just say that the heat is just gonna be quite absurd. And in that sense, that's one of those things that, let's just look at our fridge, let's just look at what we have in our freezer, right? Make sure that you put like gallons of water in your freezer, so it actually helps keeps things cool as is defrosting, but then those waters are the potable water that you're gonna have to actually drink, right? Besides the water that you might just get to do other functions like doing dishes. And that's why it's really important, just have paper towels, just have bags and things that you can seal everything, so others would not really just start spreading around, and people would just want to kind of like eat, because that's what we need. We need to eat, we need to be alert and have our energy levels as normal. We're just gonna start eating very different. Our taste buds they have to adjust, because if we're just gonna be eating, let's say we like peanut butter, right? But then we just have peanut butter, but we don't have bread, we just have crackers, you know what I mean? So it's all that, how you're gonna use that protein. You can actually make purees of beans and as a hummus, it doesn't have to be garbanzos. You can just use a little bit of, just mash them, with a little bit of onions and garlic and a little bit of seasoning. You can spread them on sandwiches. If you were to, it all depends what heating sources you might have too, right? Because let's say if you have like a little butane burner, that you can actually do things there, heat up water, heat up the milk, and preferably I would use like flavor milks like almond milk or soy milk, where you can actually keep them out of the fridge. Try not to really just keep the fridge opening and closing, because we do that sometimes just to get the nice freshness of it, but that's not gonna be there during this time. So we have to really keep it because of what is called danger zone, right? And danger zone is actually from 41 to 140 degrees, and that's when bacteria grows. So guess what? If we have no power, we have to be very conscientious of things like that. And that's why I'm saying, start with your the things that you have in your fridge. Just make sure that if you have a whole chicken, just cut it so it actually, the cooking The cooking is a lot faster. Just try to always chop things and dice things. If you were to, let's say, saute something or put something in a pan, or if you're actually making spaghetti, right? Just keep that spaghetti, just let them cook, just throw whatever you have left of vegetables, just let them cook through, right? Strain that water, save some, leave everything in the pan, add the tomato sauce, and then with some of that extra water, just thicken it a little. You have a meal right there. You know what I mean? It's like if you have a grill, you know what you're gonna do with your steaks. Everybody goes like, all right, let's just use this first. But little by little, then we just go like, we don't have any more steaks. What are we gonna cook here? So that would actually be their heat source to actually put any skillet or anything that they might have. If they have aluminum foil, it's great. When your bread is just getting a little chewy, then just cut it, put it on a foil, put anything that you want, wrap it, throw it in there, and you can have like really warm sandwiches in the morning. I mean, these are like really, really simple things that sometimes we don't think about, but it's necessary for us to think we're not gonna have anything. You know what I mean? Let's say we're not gonna have anything. My family went through Maria, so, and I was here. I was suffering by not being able to help out. So, and seeing how devastating it was, they were not really thinking of what to cook or anything. They were just in just that survival mood, that anything that there is, it works. You know what I mean? And that's why it's just really important that you keep your canned goods. You can just divide it. Onions keep fresh for a while, so just keep onions, keep peppers, keep certain things that, at room temperature, they're just gonna be good for like a week, and those are gonna be the things that later on you can just make a pot of rice, and then just saute all these vegetables, and then just fold them into the rice and make a flavored rice. And then if you have a can of garbanzo beans, just open that can of garbanzo beans, drain it, make sure you drain it, throw it in there, and fold some protein in it. So you have starch, you have vegetables, you have protein. You know what I mean? It's always trying to keep those macronutrients working together. You know what I mean? And lowering the fats, just reducing. I know that we're just gonna get thirsty, we're gonna be tired, our kids are just gonna want something specific. So, have for them like individual cheeses where they can unwrap things that if there is that freezer that we were talking about and now you're removing things from there, just make sure you have a container that is just keeping certain things for the kids, available for them, because they will not really understand much of what's going on. We're just gonna be really embracing the situation and taking care of them. So it's just very important. The heat source, make sure you have a heat source, either if it's charcoal, if it's a grill, that you have enough gas or butane, if you have a stove, because those are gonna be what's definitely gonna help you out, because. And then aluminum foil is really important because not all our pots and pans, they have lids. You know what I mean? But the more that you put something on the heat, evaporation is going to start happening at the same time. So all you want is just keep that contained. So you don't really lose gas or the heat. You don't really just, by boiling water to do pasta, just reduce the water and your heat source is almost gone. No, that's why you need to kind of like think ahead of, okay, maybe I do a pasta today, maybe then I cook a rice and I just throw everything in there, you know what I mean? So it's just like really easy things. Have nuts, like have granola bars, things like that they're actually full in protein and energy. And but they're just gonna keep you by waiting until that next meal is gonna happen, because you don't know, days varied. You might have like a brunch the day after because you were up watching everything or just being concerned about everything, and then your timing is just gonna start kind of like rotating a little. So just make sure that you have two good meals, at least like a really good brunch and a meal. And in between, you guys can actually do, like snacks and have, like cheeses and nuts and crackers. And I would say that if you have oatmeal that you can make ahead, just make oatmeal. Keep them in separate containers. You know what I mean? That can even be a cold cereal, like if it was an overnight oats, even overnight oats you can do. You know what I mean? Where you pour the liquid, you put the oats in there. The next day they have absorbed all the liquid. All you have to do is mix everything in. So you have a breakfast right there. So I mean, there's different ways to really feed ourselves during these times and help our kids not to take it as something so disastrous. They will learn throughout life, what all these, the situations happen and why they happen and how nature, can treat us. So yeah, and what I can do is I can show you a really short demo of something that you can make really quick, but it's for you guys to think ahead. And canned food is not bad. Just drain the liquid. That would actually remove like 40% of the sodium content for people that are concerned about their sodium intake. Of course, with other things, sugars you can control, because that's different. You can definitely control sugar for people with diabetes, but for people with hypertension, it's like just drain those things. Try just to use spices, garlic, lemon zest. It's an enhancer that it kind of like, brings the flavor together, and it seems like that there is salt, and you really didn't add any sodium to it. So, and if you're just gonna go out and look for things, just look for the things that you usually eat, So, and how you prepare them. Remember that mayonnaise goes bad really quick. You can use very little if you were to use it. You don't have to use a lot, because if you have some leftover, then that leftover can actually be used just for a sandwich. It doesn't have to be in a salad, you know what I mean? So, and there are, there's so many different things you need to keep, of course. Keeping a can opener, you need to have a can opener. You need to have a strainer just to strain things, where you're gonna keep a bucket and with water in it. So when you're gonna get rid of it, that's your choice. But it all depends. It all depends how the impact will be of the hurricane, and how slow it is, and all the things that we already know. And that's why we're actually trying to take, be more aware of this. So I think that this can give you a little hint and a little help for what might come. Let's just wait that nothing happens. And but always keep in mind, safety first. And remember that the danger zone is from 41 degrees to 140. That's where bacteria grows really fast. So if you're gonna cool something down, just cool it down as quickly as you can. Just don't leave it out, because that might create bacteria, and we might not know later on after we have the other meal, if we're adding some of this into that meal. Try not to mix it in, okay? Because that can create contamination, all right? If you were to heat something that you previously made, bring it to 165, okay? And we all be safe. Thank you.